How to start a conversation with confidence. Starting a conversation sounds simple. We do it every day. But when it really matters, when you meet someone new, walk into a classroom, a meeting, or even a social event, it can suddenly feel like the hardest thing in the world. Our minds start racing. What do I say? Do they think it's weird? What if they don't respond? Trust me, everyone feels that way at some point. Even the most confident people you know weren't born great at talking. They practiced how to connect. So today, let's talk about how you can start a conversation naturally, confidently, and with a genuine interest. No awkward silences, no fake smiles, just a real connection. 1. Start with your mindset. Before you even say a word, everything begins with your mindset. Most people think conversation is about saying something clever or impressive. But actually, it's not about you. It's about them. When you approach someone, don't think, I need to impress this person. Instead, think, I'd like to learn something new about this person. That small shift changes everything. When you're curious, you listen better. You smile more naturally. You respond genuinely. And people can feel that. They can sense when you're truly interested. So remember, confidence doesn't mean being the loudest in the room. It means being comfortable enough to start and to listen. 2. Use simple, universal openers. Now, how do you actually start talking? Forget fancy lines. The simplest openers are often the best. You can start with, Hi, I'm your name. Nice to meet you. Or, Hey, is this seat taken? That's a cool shirt. Where'd you get it? Wow, it's really crowded today, isn't it? Sounds basic, right? But small, ordinary comments can break big walls. The goal isn't to sound perfect, it's to get the conversation started. Even saying something as simple as, Hi, how's your day going? Opens a door for connection. You're inviting the other person to talk, and that's the real key. 3. Listen more than you speak. Once the conversation starts, here's where most people go wrong. They focus too much on what to say next. But the best conversations happen when you listen. Active listening means you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, you're paying attention. You're nodding, responding, asking questions. For example, if someone says, I'm studying architecture, you can say, Oh, really? That's cool. What made you interested in that? Now you've just shown curiosity, and curiosity builds connection. People love to talk about what they care about. When they feel heard, they open up more easily. 4. Find common ground. The magic moment in any conversation is when you find something you share. Maybe you both like the same food, music, or subject. Once that happens, the conversation flows naturally. Let's say you're in class and someone mentions they like coffee. You can say, Oh, me too. Do you usually go to that cafe near campus? Now it's not small talk, it's shared talk. Common ground turns strangers into friends faster than confidence ever could. Because people don't remember everything you said, they remember how you made them feel. 5. Use body language that welcomes conversation. You don't always have to speak first. Sometimes your body language starts the conversation for you. Smile. Make eye contact. Don't cross your arms. That makes you look closed off. Face the person you're talking to. These small signals say, I'm open. I'm friendly. You can talk to me. When you project warmth, people feel safe around you. And the truth is, people remember energy more than words. If you feel nervous, that's okay. Just take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and focus on being kind. Confidence grows when you act, even if you're afraid. Idea number 6, ask open-ended questions. If you want to keep a conversation going, avoid questions that end with yes or no. Instead, Use open-ended questions, ones that start with how, why, or what. For example, what do you like most about your job? How did you get into photography? What's something you're excited about lately? These questions invite stories, not short answers. And stories build connection. When you ask and listen well, you turn a simple chat into something meaningful. 7. Share about yourself, but keep it balanced. A good conversation is like a tennis match. You hit the ball, then let the other person hit it back. Don't talk too much about yourself, but don't be afraid to share either. If someone says, "I love hiking," you could reply, "Oh, me too. I went hiking last weekend. The view was amazing." That short story keeps the energy flowing. Balance is key, a mix of asking, listening, and sharing. 8. End the conversation gracefully. Sometimes conversations have to end, and that's okay. Maybe class is starting or you need to go. You can close politely by saying things like, "It was really nice talking to you. Hope we can chat again soon." Or, "I've got to run, but it was great meeting you." A warm goodbye leaves a good impression. People will remember your kindness and confidence. And who knows, that small talk might turn into a real friendship later. 9. Practice in everyday situations. You don't have to wait for a special moment to practice. Start small. Say hi to your barista, talk to a classmate, or compliment a coworker. Every small interaction builds your social confidence. You'll realize that most people want to connect, they're just waiting for someone to start. So why not be that someone? The more you practice, the easier it becomes. You'll stop overthinking and start enjoying real human connection.
10. Final thoughts. Starting a conversation isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about showing genuine curiosity and kindness. Don't fear silence. Don't chase perfection. Smile, say hello, and let things unfold naturally. Because one simple conversation can change everything. It could lead to a new friend, a new opportunity, or even a new version of yourself. So next time you hesitate, remember this. You don't need the right words. You just need the courage to begin. Start small, stay curious, and keep connecting. Because every hello is the beginning of something new.